And now it's on. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, I didn't think this was that important. People like, yo, Cino, when you doing that academics in Rosenberg? I'm like, really? You really waiting on that? I'm like, wow. I really didn't think it was that important. I just said it on the last video because I was gonna do it. But I didn't think it was really that much important that people would be like waiting on it. Like we need that. The culture need it. Tell us about academics and Rosenberg. Oh man. Well, you want to hear it? Here you go. Now, for all of those who are here right now, who are loving the page, thank you. Everybody who new here, subscribe to the page. You know, Carcino's the name on the page. My Cash App is Carcino. If you want to donate to the page and you like everything you hear, please check out the other videos you might have missed. You know, and definitely hit the like button. It's free. Now that we've said all that, let's get to this juice. So, Akademiks starts ranting and raving because I guess he didn't like the comments that Ebro and Rosenberg made. Mostly Rosenberg is his target. After he was talking about him on the show, or what happened when he was on that, what's that show called? Can't think of the name of it. But it's, I don't know. That the thing where him and Meek Mill went back and forth and all that. So they gave their comments on what happened. And because of it, you know, DJ Akademiks goes ahead and starts his conversation, you know, about going in on on Rosenberg mainly. He gives Ebro a little taste. But he went in on their show talking about how they been on radio for all these years. They getting swallowed. You know, basically that no one listens to radio no more. But it's mostly him stroking his ego. I'm what counts out here. They listen to me. I'm the important. I'm the man. I came on y'all. I asked y'all for an interview, and you was like, nah, cause you cool with Charlemagne. And I was like, all right, cool. And I blew up, and I'm bigger than y'all. I make 150,000 a month. That was 3 years ago. I passed y'all salary in 3 months. I'm a boss. So, and no, I'm not using Akademiks' voice. No, that's not how he sounds. I mean, but that's how it came off, like a brat who somebody put some money in their pocket and then they running off at the mouth. Akademiks, you can't believe nothing that comes out of his mouth. It's a lot of it is cap and exaggeration. Now he owns everything. He's a boss. He's multi-million-dollar Jack, and he's got top-notch security, and he ain't worried about nothing. So this is how he comes off. A guy who makes 150,000 a month, back 3 years ago, he was making that kind of money. Like I was making that back then, just for people paying me to market them. If that's what you was getting, why you couldn't hire any security when you went for the Migos show? You could have had extra security when you went out there to Cali. Why you just didn't hire him? Why you ain't have when you went to do your job on the set with them rappers? You know, where was your security at? Where was your security, bruh? Hmm? But that's neither here nor there. Let's stay on course. Now, you just walked in. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the page. That's right, hit that notification bell. Now, he brought up the fact that he's a boss and Ebro and them have a job. Ebro and Rosenberg. And in case you guys didn't know, these guys used to work at Complex. Like, Akademiks had his show there, then Rosenberg went and got him a show there. And they used to call Akademiks a blogger. And like I said, these are the type of guys that used to diss the internet. Used to say, like, I'm hip hop, I'm culture, I'm what counts. But yet and still, if you look at their record, they're insignificant. And I've always said that Peter Rosenberg is very insignificant in hip hop history. He is a fan, a avid fan from hip hop, who mostly came up in the indie artist industry. You know, like all the indie rap and everything else. I mean, like he was the Jewish kid playing the hip hop music, and he loved that culture. He wanted to be a part of that. He wanted to be in that fixture. And it was like, why? Because he wouldn't stand out in his own culture. So he had to come here. Right? And he wants to put Peter Rosenberg name on everything. But what are you good at? You're not a good producer. You're not. None of his shows, Peter Rosenberg shows, have done diddly squat. Joe Budden's like, man, why is I'm partnering with this guy and all he's doing is gonna put his name on it, Peter Rosenberg. Like, that's all you gonna do? So Joe Budden didn't deal with you because you basically was gonna try to make half the money and do none of the work. Seems like what a Rosenberg would do, isn't it? But that's neither here nor there. Peter Rosenberg, in this case, Akademiks was right about Rosenberg. Completely. You work for Hot 97, right? That show says Ebro in the morning. There's no Rosenberg nowhere on there. You're on the show with Ebro, but it's Ebro in the morning. It ain't Rosenberg. It ain't Ebro and Rosenberg in the morning. Somebody needs to ask Ebro, Ebro, where's Rosenberg? Where's his name? Why is his name in the title? Now, Ebro, too, he's another one of those company men. He's a company man. One week he's an activist. One week he with the smoke. Then the next minute, behind the scenes, he's kissing up and apologizing. So you can take what he do with a grain of salt also. Can't trust anybody up there in that seat. But Ebro spoke out and said another thing that was correct. Akademiks, you might be a boss. You might own your company, but you don't own your distribution, which is true. I don't own distribution. We don't own stock in YouTube. We don't own stock in any of these other companies that distribute us, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. None of that stuff. We don't get any type of ownership or residuals, period, for our distribution of our platform. We don't control the distributional part. But let's say tomorrow. Tomorrow's what? Wednesday? It's a weekday. You know what Ebro and Peter Rosenberg got to do tomorrow? They got to get up early. They got to get on that train, like most Americans, and go to work. They got to call in to somebody when they go to work. If they gonna be late, they got to report to a boss or a supervisor. Say, hey, I'm gonna be late. I ain't gonna make my show today. Now, we don't have to report to anybody. If we choose not to make a video, we just don't make a video. Nobody's finna call us. Nobody gonna say, hey man, you know, you might get some subscribers, be like, hey man, it's time to go to work, brother. But Ebro brought up some points and said, you know what, dude, you know, you're mistaking the money you're getting for actual respect in this game. You know, you're seeing where you are now, you can't see ahead where you're gonna be 3-4 years from now. And that's true. Akademiks cannot see the climate. He don't see the climate's changing around him. And he's getting fame, and that's what he wants, fame. And then the money gonna start drying up. Because they gonna know what makes your money go, and they're gonna try to shut that faucet off. And they're gonna duel you back into the basement, into that gaming chair. And you're gonna grab that controller and get back on Twitch. And they'll never let you get back into this game like they tried to pull you back in before. Now, the problem is these are three men with egos. Akademiks is a false ego. Peter Rosenberg, that's just him. He's very super sensitive. All the smoke he talked about, he tried to shake Akademiks' hand at Complex, and Act kept it walking. And was like, he just didn't even want to shake my hand, just kept walking. I said hello, he didn't even speak back. It's like, dog, you blasting this dude on your radio station in the morning. Why would you expect him to speak to you? Like, I'm Peter Rosenberg. Like, who are you? Who are you? You know, and I'm like, I'm with Ack on that. What am I speaking to you for? Like, we and you have nothing to talk about. So he's a 100% correct on that. So you should already know what it is. So when he came out and challenged him to a fight, and said he want to do it for charity and pick the charities he'll fight Akademiks, I'm like, man, if Akademiks don't jump on that, please let me punch Peter Rosenberg. I will punch Peter Rosenberg. But Ack, when I did the same thing, I offered to fight Ack. I'm like, he ain't want to fight me, so I guarantee he ain't gonna probably want to fight you for money. Or charity or whatever. But because a fight with me, he know it ain't gonna be fun. And be like, charity's supposed to be for fun. I'm like, I enjoy it myself. We can do this again if he wakes back up. Me on one side of the ring. But okay. No, I feel like showing up. I'll be, yeah, since you're too much of a sissy to fight me, maybe Rosenberg's more your speed. Get him. Maybe you can get a rise out of this blimp. Wimp. Oh, man. That's how it is, though, man. I mean, seriously. That's how it is. it's a bunch of people with egos that are bruised. And like they said, he said it right. You and Charlemagne was on y'all little feminine thing, and y'all have feelings. And I tried to get an interview on your show, and you big headed me. Gave him the big hat. Now I don't need your show. I don't need to come on there. And he don't. Akademiks can make money doing what he doing. He don't have to go on his show. Because see, here's the thing. Has Ak ever been on the Breakfast Club? Hmm? Charlemagne is his guy, right? And he's cool with Charlemagne. But did they bring Akademiks on the Breakfast Club ever? Has he ever been on the Breakfast Club? I don't think so. I remember 6ix9ine was there, and that was the first time his name was like mentioned on the Breakfast Club. And he's like, I can call Akademiks right now and get him on. Let me call Akademiks, man. And shout out, I want to give props to Akademiks, man. So he wanted to give props to him. My thing is this, dog. Akademiks is a clothing line that's been gone for years, dog. And you did not own any stock in Akademiks. So my thing is, you name your company off of another company that has no connection with you whatsoever. But that's neither here nor there. I just thought I'd bring that up. You know, I know how he got the name. Yeah, he wore the same dirty academic sweatshirt for whole summer with nothing but Coca-Cola stains on it and food grease on it. He was like, "Look, it's academics." Walking down the school hallway. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I know it was rough for you in school, man. Taking your mom on prom, all that stuff, man. Yeah, it's rough. Hey, times is hard. But look at you now. You making some money. Bet you get to kick it and do a whole lot of cool stuff, don't you? Oh no, you don't. Sorry about that. You scared to go places. Why is that? Now you gonna be really scared to go places. Because if you think this was the end of it, oh no, they are coming for you, not me. I don't really deal with you. I would not be talking about you right now if it wasn't for that thing with Meek Mill and because other people who are validated were involved in a conversation with him. His name would not be spoken on. Because that's how little I think of him. And another point that Ebro and them brought up that they were correct on is that academics believe he is hip hop and think that what he represents is hip hop. Now, what Rosenberg was representing was definitely hip hop. He's a fan of it, and he was representing hip hop. He has no part or piece in it. That's like me saying, "Yo, I'm in that culture. Like I'm part of that hip hop culture, and I'm a fan of it." But I was never in that circle. I can never say I'm responsible for any of it. I can't put my name on any of that. I don't care if I was there, around, or met him there. My name can't go on any of that. Just like P. Rosenberg tries to put his name on stuff to make it look like he's a somebody in the hip hop culture, like he meant something. No, you brought nothing. I mean, absolutely no value to the table when it came to this. You jumped on people's coattails and tried to make people think that you were somebody. That's what you did. Now, looking at the bigger picture, Don't forget to hit the like button, right? And don't forget to subscribe to the page. Hit that notification bell in case you got here late. Now, what he said about true. Akademiks believes what he does is hip hop. It is not. You are not part of the hip hop culture. You're not in that circle. You know nothing about hip hop, period. What you do is glorify street violence. Okay? Gang rap. You glorify it. You don't start it. You take a thing of gasoline, throw it on top of that fire, and make it even a bigger fire. And say, look what I've done to the culture. I made it hot. No, it was already a fire. You just made it worse. That's you. You're a cut that got infected and said, look, I spread it. It's not a good thing. You're not spreading anything for the better. What has Akademiks done that has made things better? Look at all the artists I put on. Who? Huh? Little Butter Knife? Corn McMuffin and Pills? Who? Gonna kill him this week? Who? MC kill him this week. Oh, y'all, check out this new song. Oh, it's hot. Yeah, it's called Gonna Get Him. Yeah, gonna kill somebody this week. Just put out a new track. He talking about how he finna kill somebody this week. This dude kills somebody every week, dude. Yo, check this out. Look, my man's talking about he's killing somebody every week. Like, that's crazy. You know, that's 52 bodies. 52 bodies a year. Now, you're not part of hip hop culture, dog. So, you're not. No, I don't care. You know, you want your name in the trending. Like, look, my name is trending, Mom, on Twitter. I mean, that's cute. Show your mom you've made it. Livingston, he's did something. He's on the Twitter. Listen, Linnock. Livingston, talk to your father, Linnock. I don't want to talk to that boy. He disgraced me. He make good money. Talk to him. I told you, I'm busy now. Got no time for Bumble Club. You talk to that boy. Tell him send me check. Oh, man. Let me stop. But y'all get my point. Man. I mean, I don't like basically nobody in there because they all are flawed. Ebro has sat there and had a position of power over music in New York. All those years they kept playing all those Atlanta records. All those down south. All that music that was coming up there. When all the New York artists had hot stuff and tracks, he was the program director of music in New York. Why they gave Ebro that power, I have no idea. Then he took a shot at Star. He took a shot at Star. Now, here's the thing, Ebro. Your shot you took at Star, somehow Akademiks remind you of Star. That was a little sidebar. He knew what he was trying to do. He knew what he was trying to do. What Akademiks is trying to do is trying to be like Star. A little bit. But he doesn't have the personality. He will never be Star. Star has been places and been outside. Ebro, you're getting a little outside yourself. Star made more money than you in about a couple months. He was bigger on radio than you, and you were there before he even got there. What is these dudes talking about? If Star was to come back to radio, if he went back to radio and was on the air, do you know Star would crush you? Crush you. No one would listen to you. Do you know that people tune in and listen to Star now on the internet? He doesn't have to do what you're doing because you guys are late to getting on the YouTube train. And Ack was right about that. Y'all were late. Y'all late. And because you're late to the party, now y'all want to come up and have something to say. It don't work that way, children. Don't work that way. So all of y'all, all three of you, three stooges, need to, that's Ack, Rosenberg, and Ebro, need to drop your egos. All three of you. Because all three of you suffer from the same infliction. Pride. Too much foolish pride. That's false. Ack believes he's this fake boss of hip hop, and he's running the internet culture like he's the biggest thing on the internet. He is not. Acting like he's one of the highest paid. He is not. Only artists who are young and was coming up to him, and those bags are gonna stop now. He don't see that's coming, but it's coming. Those bags are gonna stop. You thought you were gonna make an impression on Billboard. You thought you was gonna make an impression with 6ix9ine. Now you trying to step away from. I see what you're doing. I see your movement. You attached yourself to a rat and tried to make a rat the #1 selling artist in the world. Are you crazy? Did you think that they were gonna let that happen? No. No. It's not gonna happen that way. Especially a rat who was a participant. And he just snitching to save his own hide because he don't want to do the time. So no, sorry. It don't work that way, buddy. And me and you never can be cool, bro. Just so you know. Shouts out to Diamonds Live. Shouts out to everybody who keeping it real out there. You know what I'm saying? So don't forget, subscribe to the page. Hit that notification bell. You want to support the page up, hit my Cash App up. Carcino's the name. I'm getting out of here. And I want to say thanks to everybody who's already donated to the Cash App. And oh yes, the Carcino for Life Patreon is rolling right now. New content is coming out even tonight. We can't help it. Did you know Michael Jackson had beef with Robin Williams? They'd be like, Robin Williams? Who is Robin Williams? That's right. Robin Williams, the actor, the comedian. Michael Jackson had beef with him. Never heard about it. And it's only going to be on the Patreon. Carcino for Life Patreon. So, when you find that out, I'm out.